Good morning, dear student. We have completed the industrial preparation or preparation of alkene. Okay, the industrial part is not in your syllabus. So methods of preparation are done. Okay. So first one was the preparation of alkene from unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated hydrocarbon are alkenes and alkynes. Okay, so this is the hydrogenation reaction. Dihydrogen is added here. Okay, and the double bond is converting into a single bond and forming alkene. Okay, so this one was the one methods for preparation of alkene, and from alkyne first we have to prepare alkene, and from alkene then it will give alkane. Okay, so this is the method for preparation of alkene. Now the next one we have seen that is from alkyl halide. Alkyl halide, the reduction process. Reduction is the addition of hydrogen atom or replacement of alkyl halide, replacement of halogen or halide by hydrogen atom. Okay, we are adding hydrogen here, so this was the reduction process we have seen. Okay, and the next most important reaction is the Grignard reagent. Okay, the Grignard reaction, in which alkyl halide first react with Mg and gives alkyl magnesium halide. See here, alkyl magnesium halide, and this alkyl magnesium halide reacts with water to give alkane. Okay, and this is the byproduct. Yes, so the example we have seen, and yes, the first replacement reaction was reactive metal. The first reaction was with reactive metal is sodium. Okay, in presence of sodium. So it is a coupling reaction. Okay, in which the NaBr is forming and CH3. The two molecules, the two alkyl group of two different molecule comes together and form alkane. Yes, and sodium bromide is the byproduct here. So these are the reactive metals: sodium, magnesium, lithium. Yes, these are the methods. These are the metals, reactive metals. So this reaction is in presence of dry ether. Okay, in presence of dry ether. So now we will see the physical properties of alkane. Okay, saturated hydrocarbon. The physical properties of saturated hydrocarbon. The first physical property is polarity. Okay, so alkene are polar or non-polar. First we have to see this. Okay, so first of all, the molecule in the hydrocarbon, there are two covalent bonds. The first bond between two carbon atom, two similar carbon atom, the another bond between two different atom. Okay, the carbon and hydrogen, the bond between carbon and hydrogen is also covalent bond. The bond between carbon and carbon is also a covalent bond. So we have to see that the covalent bond is polar or non-polar. Okay, so when two similar atom is there. Okay, if two similar atom is there, the covalent bond is what? The covalent bond is non-polar in nature. Okay, when two different atom is there, hydrogen and carbon, it is also a non-polar covalent bond. Why? Because the difference between the electronegativity of hydrogen and the electronegativity of carbon is very लो. ओके, जो डिफरेंस है कार्बन की इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी का और हाइड्रोजन का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी का, दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इज वेरी वेरी लो. सो इट इज नियरली अ नॉन polar covalent bond. So both the bonds in hydrocarbons are non-polar. Okay, and the forces which hold the non-polar molecule together are the van der Waals forces. Okay, so what forces are in the hydrocarbons or saturated carbons, saturated molecules? Those forces are van der Waals forces. Okay, and in larger surface area. Okay, when molecule is arranged in the carbon is when the carbon is arranged in the straight chain, so it will occupy large surface area. Understood? when molecule or the organic substances, this carbon is arranged in branch, okay, the central carbon atom is there and the branching is there, so it will occupy smaller surface area. So when larger surface area is there, okay, when it occupy larger surface area, so the van der Waals forces become stronger. The intermolecular forces, not intra, intermolecular, the forces between two different molecules, okay. So it will become what? Stronger. For straight chain alkane, it will occupy larger surface area, so the van der Waals forces become stronger, okay, and the melting point and boiling point of this type of alkane are larger, okay. Melting point और boiling point क्या होगा? Straight chain alkane का ज़्यादा होगा, okay, if we'll compare this alkane molecule with this, okay. Now you can see here, this is the branch one, okay, this is also a branch, so it is not arranged in a straight manner, so it will occupy smaller surface area, okay. So the melting point and the boiling point of these compounds will less in comparison with straight chain alkane. So this one is the physical property, that is polarity, okay. Now another property, at room temperature, yes, at room temperature, the first four alkanes are gaseous in nature, okay, they are gases. Now yes, butane, propane, butane are gases, okay, and 5 to 17 carbons are liquid, okay, at room temperature, and carbons 18 onwards are solid in nature. So these two are the physical property. First physical property is melting and boiling point. The another physical property, they are solid or liquid or gases in nature, you have to write, okay. First physical property, polarity. In polarity, the alkanes are non-polar molecule, okay, and the forces which are acting between these two molecules are van der Waals forces, okay. So larger surface area, the straight chain alkane occupy larger surface area, and the melting point and boiling point will become higher for this alkane which occupies larger surface area, or you can say straight chain alkane, okay. Now smaller surface area, for smaller surface area, the intermolecular forces, that is van der Waals forces, becomes weak, okay, and the branch one will occupy smaller surface area, so the melting point and boiling point is low if we compare these two alkanes, yes, okay. Now alkanes are insoluble in water. Alkanes are insoluble in water. See, the two molecules of water comes together and form hydrogen bonding, intermolecular hydrogen bonding, okay, in between them. So alkane are non-polar in nature, okay. I will show you here. See, this is the water molecule, O, H. Now next water molecules arrange in this manner, okay, like this, H, and lone pair present on oxygen will form hydrogen bonding with next molecule, okay. So this is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding, okay, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So alkanes are non-polar in nature, so it will not form any intermolecular hydrogen bonding, so it will not dissolve, okay. Now next property, yes, but it is dissolved in organic solvent like chloroform and ether, okay. Now chemical properties of alkane. So, alkanes are relatively unreactive towards acid, bases, oxidizing and reducing agent. So they are undergo following reaction specified condition. First is halogenation reaction. So this halogenation reaction and yes, combustion reaction, pyrolysis, reforming are not in your syllabus for this year, okay. So we'll just discuss like halogenation is addition of halogen, Okay, the reactant is alkane here. Okay, the reactant molecule will be alkane here, and you have to replace hydrogen by halogen. See, this is hydrogen atom which is replaced by halogen. This hydrogen is replaced by halogen atom. So chloromethane is formed. Methane and chlorine reacts to give chloromethane. So the reaction follow free radical mechanism. The reaction will follow free radical mechanism. So the free radical is formation of radical in presence of heat or UV light. Okay, these are the condition for radical mechanism. What will happen? This chlorine, the first is, there are various states. First state is initiation reaction, chain initiation. First chlorine will breaks bond in homolytic fission will take place. Okay, homolysis hoga. This arrow is showing one electron is going toward this side and another one is going toward this side. Okay, so this is the homolytic fission and two radicals of chlorine is formed here. Okay, homolysis. Okay, now the CH3. Okay, CH3 and the bond between carbon and hydrogen is break in this manner, and hydrogen radical will combine with chlorine and forming HCl. Yes, and the new radical which is formed is methyl radical, CH3 dot. Okay, CH3. So this is the chain propagation reaction. Next, chlorine molecule combined with this methyl radical and give CH3Cl. Okay, CH3Cl. Now we have to stop this reaction. So chlorine will we will add any initiation, propagation and termination. So we'll add any reagent which terminates the reaction. Okay, termination. There are three steps: initiation, propagation and chain termination. It is a free radical mechanism, homolytic fission, which we have already studied in chapter number 14, heterolysis, homolysis. Okay, so this one is homolysis. This reaction is homolysis. So in bromination there is a high degree of selectivity as to which hydrogen atom are replaced. Halogenation of alkane follows the free radical mechanism. Homolysis of halogen molecule X2, okay, generates halogen atom, that is halogen free radicals. The mechanism of first state of chlorination of methane is shown below. See, this is the homolysis. Okay. Combustion reaction is the alkanes on heating in presence of air or dioxygen, which is completely oxidized into CO2. This is oxidation reaction, and H2O. Okay, this one is, you know, this is the combustion reaction. Okay, so now pyrolysis. Alkanes on heating at high temperature in absence of air decompose to lower alkanes. Okay, and alkanes and hydrogen, etc. This is known as pyrolysis or cracking. Okay, alkane at on heating in absence of oxygen, it will form lower alkane and hydrogen. Okay, so next reaction is reforming reaction. These three reactions, reforming, pyrolysis and combustion reaction, is deleted from your syllabus. This is also not in your syllabus. Okay, this is not in your syllabus. Halogenation of alkene. Uses of alkane. First, for alkane used as a fuel mainly for heating and cooking purpose. Okay, LPG, CNG. So methane gas is there in LPG. Okay, CNG, petrol, diesel are used as a fuel for automobiles. Lower liquid alkanes are used as a solvent. Alkanes with more than 35 carbon atoms are used for road surfacing. Okay, tar. Waxes are high molecular weight alkanes. They are used in lubricants. They are also used for preparation of candles, and carbon black, that is used for manufacture of printing like ink, shoe polish, etc. Okay. Now the next topic is alkane. What are alkenes? What are alkenes? Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbon containing double bond. Okay, carbon-carbon double bond. One sigma bond and one pi bond. Calculate the number of sigma and pi bond in 2-methylpropene. We'll first draw the structure of 2-methylpropene. Okay. Propene is containing 3 carbon atom, 2 methyl on second carbon. On second carbon, methyl group is there, CH3, okay, CH3, and CH2. Already 4 bonds are there, okay, no hydrogen will, CH3, okay, C. So this is what 2-methyl propane, okay. The double bond containing one sigma and one pi bond. One sigma and one pi bond. Yes. Write the structural formula for pent-2-ene. What is pent-2-ene? Pent means 5 carbons. So first draw the structure, straight line structure having 5 carbon atom in it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. On second carbon, give the numbering if you want 1, 2. On second carbon, it is having double bond, pent-2-ene. The remaining valencies are fulfilled with hydrogen atoms. CH3, CH2, CH, CH and CH3. Yes. Okay. Now, so alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbon containing at least one carbon-carbon double bond. At least one, okay. Alkenes with one carbon-carbon double bonds contain 2 hydrogen atom less than corresponding alkane. They have general formula CnH2n, where n is equals to 2, 3, 4. Okay, the formula is CnH2n. Okay, this is the formula CnH2n, and n is equals to 2, 3 or 4. So alkenes are also known as olefins because the first member of ethylene or ethene reacts with chlorine to form oily substances. Okay, another name for alkene is olefins. The aliphatic unsaturated hydrocarbons containing 2 or 3 carbon-carbon double bonds are called alkadies. Okay, alkadies. Pentadiene. Okay, butadiene and alkatrines respectively. Yes, this is what aliphatic alkene. Aliphatic, not aromatic. So in isomerism of alkene, in isomerism there are various types of isomers. First is the structural isomerism. Then next is in structure there is a geometrical isomerism also. Okay. In geometrical isomerism is further divided into cis and trans. Okay, so geometrical isomerism you can see C and C double bond is there in 2 groups, 2 similar groups Y and Y having same side. Okay, Y and Y on same side, it means it is cis isomer. X, the 2 similar group on same side, it means it is a cis isomer. Okay, 2 similar group at opposite side. Okay, X is opposite to X, Y is opposite to Y place. Okay, so this is trans isomers. So geometrical isomers in which 2 identical or similar atoms or group lie on the same side of the double bond is called cis isomers, and the geometrical isomers in which 2 identical or similar atoms or group lie on the opposite side of the double bond is called trans isomers. Okay, see the example. cis butene, trans butene. So the properties of these compounds is different. Okay, due to different arrangement of atom and group in space, it is a configuration. Okay, stereoisomers, geometrical isomers are stereoisomers. Okay, so these isomers differ in their physical property like melting point, boiling point, solubility. Geometrical isomers or cis or trans isomers of 2-butene are represented here. See, CH3, two similar atom on similar side, we can draw like this also. C double bond C. Hydrogen, hydrogen, CH3 methyl group, CH3. So this is what cis isomers, two similar group on similar side. The structure is like this: CH3 straight chain में structure है CH3, CH double bond CH and CH3. Yes. So these two hydrogen on the same carbon where methyl groups are present. Okay, so this is the cis isomer. Cis. In trans, just exchange CH3 here. Okay, opposite side. Similar groups are on opposite side. H here and H. So this is trans. Okay. Trans isomer. Okay. Now structural isomerism. Structural isomerism, the structure of alkene is different. Okay. The number of carbon and the number of hydrogen molecule will be same. See, the example is given here. But-1-ene, okay, chain of 4 carbon atoms. But-2-ene, chain of 4 carbon atoms. 2-methyl-prop-1-ene, chain of 3 carbon atoms. The carbon skeleton is different here. Okay, is different. The number of double bond, the functional group is same. So it is structural isomers of alkene. So in next session we will see the preparation of alkenes and the chemical properties of alkene. Okay, that's all for today. So in today's session we have seen that alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons, and we have the isomers in alkenes are structural isomerism and geometrical isomerism.